that's not going to make it into its own video just because I'm just not incredibly familiar with some of the notes yet, so I think I'd rather work on it 1 or 2 more times. But for me, I like warming up with something melodic to just open up the sound, make myself sound pretty and feel pretty. By the way, that's called I'm Leaving Thee in Sorrow. All these art of phrasing titles are just so... they're very mushy because it's basically a bunch of songs from the 1890s, which was a very mushy time in music. Today I can't spend as much time practicing because I have to take my cat to the vet and I have a couple other things I need to take care of. We'll see what kind of time I have after I take my cat to the vet. I might be able to record a second session, but let's see how it goes. This might be a short video. I don't think you'll mind. Just warming up for the day. We start this exercise in thirds, which are a pretty common pattern. Da, 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 da. And then somewhere in the middle of this exercise, it goes into fourths, which are less common, and it's less common for my brain to see, and it's less common for my fingers to play and my face to play. So I'm going to take some time and work on that slowly, and we'll try it again. Exercise a little bit slower, just to get it really accurate. Music that I should revisit it because I can spend a bunch of time trying to perfect those intervals, but really what's going to help it the most is doing it over time. So I'm going to put a little star by that and just write revisit, and maybe I'll come back to it in a couple days. If you're first starting out with Arbans or with some other kind of technical method, it really can get frustrating if you try to take it all in at once. So just play through what you can or what you want to do for a while. Honestly, don't force yourself. Just put yourself a little bit past what you're comfortable with and then leave it alone for a day. Building slowly is the best way. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Let's try number 21. This is really very similar. I'm going to try it out, but I'm not going to feel really bad or feel ashamed if it's not perfect. G feels like, and for some reason I thought I was undershooting, and that was that part where I was going da, da, and it was a B flat and not a G. Just because of that and knowing what that's gonna be, now I'm going to just do that one more time. in a couple of days. But for now, since I know my time is limited, I'm just gonna move on to scales. I bought a metronome, yay! I did not pay that much for it, because I'm an educator, I get a discount, yay! So there's already the battery in it, because we already took it out of the packaging. Now I'm gonna feel better about how I practice these. Okay. Ooh. It's nice and loud. Is there volume? Oh, there's no volume. Well. Wow. You guys get to hear the metronome sound so you can assess if I'm playing this correctly. I'm not going to do 5. Why did I buy the one without a volume knob? You can even hear it. It's super loud. I don't want to put this in my ear. With any kind of decent hearing could have probably heard that there was one pattern in there that I really messed up. So what I'm going to do is mark just that measure, and then when I go back to do that next time, I'm going to practice that ahead of time. I'm going to move on to F major, starting with, this is exercise 17. And I'm going to start this at 76 because it starts with a simpler pattern that I'm very familiar with. That pattern, I think I will try it faster. I'll try it a lot faster, maybe like 96, because I was at 76. Let's see what 96 is like. Ta 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 ta. This session with a little show tune. Today's first selection is Time on My Hands. that was not very good. I forgot how to count in the long notes, especially in the beginning. I was counting them as 4 small quarter notes instead of 6 because it's a half note tied to a whole note and it's into, and all kinds of things got messed up. But that's sight reading. Keep in mind that I'm purposefully choosing show tunes that I don't really know because it's sight reading. I really have no concept of what this is supposed to sound like. So I just kind of let what I can do take over and notice things as they come. The best of times. DS. Oh. Wow, I really thought the last note would be an F. That was also not great for me. I guess it's just one of those days. I have a lot of stuff on my mind today. So if this is the end of my practice today, I thank you very much for watching. Remember to stay mindful, stay musical, and stay out of trouble.